give her a crack, dude. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, dude.
That
smells like a Sierra Nevada IPA.
That's we're in there.
With our glasses in our hands, the hops and barley bloom in a land of craft and cans. Every sip, a story shared. Review and taste we dare with our Sunday sips. Sunday sips.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sunday Sips. I'm your host, Nick Woodard. We're going to start that over. I just claimed to be you. That's crazy.
I was going to go with it. I was going to say, I'm Kyle
Nick
Lucas.
Woodard, and that's Kyle Lucas. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Sips. I'm your host, Kyle Lucas, and that is
Nick Woodard.
That's right. I was going to let him say his own name this time. We have been on this tear of non-alcoholic beers because we are sober. We're doing a sober October and more thing. Going to the end of the year. So we decided to hop on the train or on the trail of non-alcoholic beers.
Play on words there.
We've already done the hop splash flavors, the original. And
Sierra Nevada's Hop Splash, yeah.
That's true.
Sparkling water.
Yeah. It's
Sparkling hop water.
We rated those. They weren't too high because of the beers that we're gonna try today. This is also from Sierra Nevada, but this is specifically so the hop splashes are a bit like just infused water. These are actual non-alcoholic beers, like specifically called beers. So right now they have an entire line of their non-alcoholic beers called Trail Pass. That's what we got for you today. And this is the IPA one. So I bought these today, and there are four different kinds. There's an IPA, there's a hazy, there's a golden, and then there's a cerveza.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm excited. We're going to review all of those.
Of course.
Each of them are going to have its own episode, but we just decided since it's Sierra Nevada, I was like, I just kind of want to start with the basic non-alcoholic IPA. Yeah. This is not a true one. These do contain less than 0.5% alcohol, but we're counting it. We're not sticklers like that. The can design, first off, is pretty already. Like Sierra Nevada's marketing team is brilliant. I've said this in past episodes. This can is brilliantly made. I can't say enough good things about it. This already is going to be iconic.
Yeah, I mean, it's quintessential Sierra Nevada marketing and branding. It looks like a beer that I want to pick up off the shelf, non-alcoholic or not. It's. I mean, when you talk about craft beer brands that have made their mark and have just an iconic image, an iconic aesthetic, if you will. I mean, Sierra Nevada's near the top. It's hard. It's hard to beat that guy sitting at the top right there. I mean, you see that, your gut reaction for most people who like craft beer is, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
So, I like this a lot. I know with some of their other endeavors, when they got into hard tea and stuff like that, they moved away. They didn't use the Sierra Nevada branding for that.
Sure.
They tried to do a sister company. I think there's merits to that. T West, yeah. I think there's merits, sister branding, I would say, not sister company. But there's merits to it, and there's some other, I have maybe some critiques of it. If you want something to succeed, I know you want it to stand out and be different than your line of beers and things like that, but people will gravitate to something that's got Sierra Nevada on it. So
yeah,
any Hoosiers.
I feel like that.
So I guess where I'm going is I'm glad they stuck with the Sierra Nevada branding
True.
for their non-alcoholic beers.
True.
I think that helps a lot.
They the T West, it wasn't a bad product.
No.
I liked the flavor.
Yeah.
I liked it. If anyone handed it to me, I'd be happy, perfectly happy. It's like, when you get into those twisted teas type things, like Twisted Tea obviously rules that market.
Right.
But Sierra Nevada, if they stuck their own branding on it, just T West by Sierra Nevada, you know what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like actually attached it to it. I feel like it might have had a different outcome because they pulled it.
Yeah.
And I'm sad because sometimes I like a little non-carbonated drinky poo, but kills the bloating. But I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe they have something else in the works where
I'm sure they do,
because that is still their recipe. So
we're definitely fans of Sierra Nevada, and we've said that many times in this podcast. But it does feel like they're always 1 or 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
I remember people were complaining a few years back so much about not Summerfest, but they swapped out Summerfest for Summer Break.
Mm-hmm. Summer Break,
which was like a session hazy IPA.
I was very,
and a lot of people were not happy.
I was not
but
happy.
it was all part of a plan.
So
they gave the Summerfest a refresh the next year.
Yeah.
Kept Summer Break around locally.
Yeah. Summer Break wasn't bad.
It's one of those things where you just gotta have a little patience.
Yeah, but you look forward to, as a big Summerfest fan.
Yeah.
So are you. You're looking forward to May coming around. You're like, oh, this Summerfest is right around the corner, and then there wasn't. You're like, oh. And it probably pumped the brakes on me for Summer Break more. I was like, I don't want Summer Break, even though it's not bad. It's really good, but now we have both. It's fine.
It's good.
It's okay.
No. Yeah.
We powdered about it. We're over it. But so Trail Pass IPA. Let's give her a crack, dude. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, dude.
There.
That smells like a Sierra Nevada IPA.
That pour in there. Oh yeah, that smells like IPA. Look at the color. It's got a nice amber brown, golden brown to it. It does. It just smells like a weaker IPA, and I don't mean like weak as negatively. I'm just saying, like not.
Yeah, it's not as strong.
IPA.
The notes you're getting when you're smelling aren't as strong. But
you gotta get into this, bud.
Yeah, let's go for it, bud.
My goodness, Sierra Nevada, you've done it again. That tastes like a straight IPA. That tastes like I will get buzzed off of that.
Yeah. 100%. That is. If you didn't tell me what that was, I would say, oh yeah, that's a 6% beer right there,
dude.
Because it tastes every bit of it.
It's kind of more bitter.
Yeah.
Than a normal pale ale.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't cut it. The alcohol doesn't cut the bitterness. I'm confused. My brain is going into different sections, like trying to figure out what this is, because like it tastes bitter. It does taste different. It doesn't taste
It's not all the way there.
But I'm not angry about this in the slightest.
Nope.
I am very happy.
I can tell you immediately it's better than either of the sparkling waters that we tried.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking at where is it? The ingredients to this, the list isn't long.
Sure.
I don't think it's on here either. But I mean, the hop splashes were like 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
This
mostly water.
A little bit more. I did pull up the Trail Pass page. It says this is on the Sierra Nevada website in case anyone wants to check it out. Grab a Trail Pass and start a non-stop adventure with miles of flavor. Explore the hoppy notes of citrus and pine, very, very noticeable, from Amarillo, and CTZ varieties in non-alcoholic Trail Pass IPA. The silky malt body and clean hop bitterness are just what you'd expect from world-class Sierra Nevada IPA, yet it's less than 0.5 ABV. And then James Connery. Canary, I don't know. The innovation brewmaster at Sierra Nevada says it meets all our criteria for what we would consider a craft IPA, not necessarily even a craft non-alcoholic IPA, but a craft IPA itself, which is.
I mean, James hit it on the head.
It's pretty good. The clean bitterness is very much there.
Yeah.
As far as like I would say like a hazy bitterness from a hazy, like a cloudy bitterness.
Yep.
This is just like really sharp and clean, bitter flavor, and it hits first and it stays on your tongue.
It's what you'd expect out of an IPA.
It's really good. Very much, I'm getting river vibes. I could sip this on a riverbank. I could sip this, in I mean, IPAs are versatile. I feel like I could sip it anywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the beauty of IPAs.
Backyard shenanigans, though.
Backyard shenanigans.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what's coming to mind to me is this might be foreshadowing a bit because I mean, it's possible that we review this on a future episode, but we tried a athletic brewing company, non-alcoholic.
Yeah, that's right. And that was a golden one.
It was golden at dinner a couple of days ago. And it was fine.
It was
good.
I remember it being better than good.
Yeah,
I remember.
I mean, like for a non-alcoholic,
we had the hop splash, and Nick and I have been kind of. It's been a rough go lately of not drinking. We're like, God.
Well, the problem is, our local breweries are coming up with stuff that's like, man, that looks fantastic. Yeah. Obviously, Sierra Nevada coming out with Celebration did not help at all.
No.
Because we
famously
love this. We bought some just to make sure.
Yeah, you gotta buy some.
Famously love a Celebration. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, it's that time of year. Our local place, Secret Trail Brewing Company, released their newest Lunar Decadence, which is a 13% stout that is just delicious. It's been delicious each and every year. And they're like, hey, guess what? Here's the next version of it, and we're going to go buy a bottle today and then just not drink it for forever.
We're just going to wait.
Which is fine. I mean, that's what stouts do, but...
Yeah, I mean, it'll make it better when we're done. It'll still be cold when we're done. So, when we get back off the wagon, when we park the wagon. But I'm kind of excited for like to try it all at once. Not like one night, but
sure. But
maybe one night.
Yeah, you never know.
Who knows? But yeah. I mean, I like the idea that we could just get it and save it, and relax.
I think where you're going is, it's been just because there's good beers that are coming out. It's been like, man, it sucks that we can't drink that right now. But beers, non-alcoholic beers like these, definitely help scratch that itch.
Yeah. This really does feel good to drink. We made that point a couple episodes ago, the perfect for pace. This is another perfect for pace. If you're not
the bridge between beers,
the perfect for pace beers. If you don't want to keep drinking wildly at a kickback or at a bar and you feel really buzzed and you're trying to catch up, let the alcohol catch up in your system, get some processed.
You just want to take a break.
These are perfect. This is perfect. You could still have a drink in your hand and not worry about.
And it's still gonna look like a beer.
It's still gonna smell like a beer.
You would, if someone comes up to you, if you're at, let's call it the Madison Bear Garden for those Chico folks watching who know. And you are drinking one of these, and your buddy comes up and goes, "Oh, what are you drinking?" Don't even tell them non-alcoholic. I'm drinking a Trail Pass. You want to try it? It's this new thing from Sierra Nevada. They'll try it and be like, oh, man, that's super good.
Yeah.
They will not know it's non-alcoholic.
They won't know. They'll have no clue.
Not a clue.
We were talking about the brand itself.
Right.
I think I mentioned this on a different episode.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's very important for Sierra Nevada. I think I was talking to my coworkers the other day too. Was the Trail Pass is different. so is the hop splash in the fact that you can go to a bar, you can buy a Heineken Zero, right? 0.0. You can buy a Coors Light non-alcoholic.
Right.
You can buy a Budweiser non-alcoholic. I feel like they lose a lot in the fact that they just say, hey, it's this, what you really like, no alcohol, right? This is not.
This isn't trying to be. I get exactly.
This is not a pale ale, a non-alcoholic pale ale. Right. You know what I mean? This is its own separate thing.
And that's a great call.
I feel like that's big in marketing because then people aren't just being like, oh yeah, that's just a shitty pale ale.
Yeah, it's a less good version of the thing.
Right, because they're always going to have that in the forefront of their mind. If they drink that and they go, oh, it's a non-alcoholic pale ale, they're just going to be thinking pale ale. Can you imagine like a non-alcoholic hazy little thing?
Yeah.
And then you're just thinking about what you really want instead.
Right.
And then the flavor is going to drag it down. If you have this is a trail pass.
Yeah.
This is not anything else.
Right.
Then you're going to be like, oh, that tastes like a trail pass.
Right.
I feel like it's brilliant.
That's an incredible call, and that's probably exactly why they did it. Because, I mean, we can reference a beer that we just had, a non-alcoholic beer.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, all right, it's something, but it's really not the thing that we know it was modeled after.
Yeah, it's missing.
And I'm being a little, mysterious here because we'll probably talk about. We'll definitely talk about that one on a future episode. But they're like you said, they stand on their own.
Yeah,
they're not trying to emulate anything else, any other existing Sierra Nevada beer. They have their own beer, and I think there's a lot to be said about that.
Instead of if they did
just even from an optic standpoint.
Yeah,
I think that's like half the battle right there.
And you also take away from you take away from people accidentally buying a non-alcoholic pale ale,
right?
Because this is not a pale ale, right? They're not going to mistake it for something else.
No, definitely not.
You're also, if you made a non-alcoholic pale ale IPA, right? You're taking something away, and if you make a trail pass, you're adding something. You're giving something.
Yep.
I think that's massive for marketing. I think it's massive for the brand. It's great. That's like, because I've drank Heineken Zeros, and you're just like, man, it just makes me want a real Heineken.
Yeah.
Like that sucks.
Yep.
We had high hopes for this.
I mean, I was excited about this going in because I knew it was going to be close. It was going to get us close to the real deal as we're going to get.
For sure.
So, I think
we got a rate.
I think we got to score it
out of 10.
Now, just for some context here, do you remember what we scored the hop waters? Because I do.
I think I gave it a flat 6.
They were we basically flip-flop scores. I had a little bit higher of a score on the citrus.
Yeah.
And then you had a little bit higher of a score on the regular.
Yeah.
But they both landed in the 6s.
Okay.
Spoiler, these are going to score a lot higher than 6.
I'm going to give this, the IPA one, giving it a 7.5. It's really good. It's solid. I'm preempting because I think a couple of those bad boys in that pack are going to score a little bit higher. And I don't really think these deserve above a 9 altogether, unless one of those ones
blows
really,
us away.
Really surprised me.
Absolutely blows us away.
But yeah, I stand by 7.5 for this. This is standardly super good.
Yeah, no, I'm same boat. I'm gonna go slightly higher. I'm gonna go 7.75. But I think right in that wheelhouse is kind of where this is. It's a really solid non-alcoholic beer. It is our first actual non-alcoholic beer that we've reviewed, and we started real strong. We set the bar pretty high with this one. I mean,
this is a good one to start with.
It's been solid. I mean, this shows you what non-alcoholic beer is actually capable of.
Yeah.
Because you can make something that if you truly love the taste of craft beer, something like this is that option for you. I mean, it fits that bill.
I like what you just said. The bar is set very high for whatever non-alcoholics we review in the future.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, because it's the IPA, the hazy, the golden, and the cerveza, I have a feeling we're right in the middle of where we're going to be scoring those four. I think one's going to, for me, I think for you as well. Yeah. I think one's going to score a little bit higher than our scores here, and one might score the same, and one's going to score a teensy bit lower. Like, I feel like we're right in the middle of where we truly are with this. So I feel good about the future of the Trail Pass series.
I like where we're headed.
Yeah. The hop splashes, unless they come out with a different flavor, we're done with those. There's only those two.
Right.
But after the Trail Pass, we're going to try and fit in a couple more episodes of a couple more non-alcoholics.
Yeah. Well, we got plenty of non-alcoholic episodes to go.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not drinking till your birthday.
Yeah. So a little update. There's a holiday party for my company. I will be drinking on that.
Sure.
I'm not going to a company holiday party without some booze. But I actually think that's after the New Year.
Oh.
So, because ours last year was after the New Year. They did it like January 2nd or something.
Oh, nice.
January 3rd. So, I mean, that'll be good. And then I'll just kind of ride it to my birthday. So, we got plenty more episodes coming. So stay tuned.
Yep. I think we, just to pull the curtain back on this one, I think we end this one a little bit earlier than usual because we're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
I'm dying, my leg.
So
getting bitten up. The sun just set.
Yeah, it's next time we do this, we'll put some mosquito repellent on.
Yeah. That's it. Let's finish these up. Remember, you drink one for us. We'll drink one for you.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, dude. I just, like 5 minutes ago, I looked to my right, and I was like,
Mosaic dreams
I was like, oh, no.
Of IPAs and we adore. Raise a toast to what's new here in the world of craft beer with Sunday sips. Sunday sips. Every pour a trip with our Sunday sips. Each note we hear as we sip and cheer. Craft beer's near. Sunday's treasures clear with our Sunday sips. Sunday sips. Every pour a trip with a Sunday.